top k frequent elements. You're handed a list of numbers and asked for the k that show up the most. The obvious move is to count them and then sort by the count, and that works. But there's a faster way that never sorts at all. We'll build it from zero, and the whole trick is noticing one thing the count quietly gives you. Here's the job. You get an array of numbers and a number k. Return the k values that appear most often. Take 1, 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, with k equal to 2. 1 shows up 3 times, 2 shows up twice, 3 shows up once. The two most frequent are 1 and 2, so that's the answer. Order in the answer doesn't matter. What matters is that we pick the right k. So what's the natural first attempt? 2 steps. First, count how many times each value appears. 1 map, 1 pass, easy. Then sort the values by their count, biggest first, and take the top k off the front. It's correct, and honestly, it's a fine answer. But look at the second step. Sorting compares the values against each other over and over. That costs about n times the log of n. If counting is already done in a single linear pass, the sort is now the slowest part of the whole thing. So the real question is, can we pick the top k without sorting? Here's the one idea. Look at what a count actually is. It's a small whole number. In an array of n items, no value can appear more than n times, so every count lands somewhere between 1 and n. And whenever your key is a small integer in a known range, you don't sort it. You use it directly as an index. So instead of sorting values by their count, we make a row of buckets, 1 per possible count, and drop each value into the bucket matching how often it appeared. The counts sort themselves just by where they land. Let me make that concrete. This is the data structure. Build an array of empty lists with 1 slot for every possible count, from 0 up to n. Call it buckets. Bucket number 3 is the list of values that appeared exactly 3 times. Bucket 2 holds the values that appeared twice, and so on. The index is the frequency. Why is this O of 1 to use? Because dropping a value into buckets at index count is a direct jump. Same as any array index. No scanning, no comparing. That's the whole reason we traded the sort for it. Now watch the whole thing run, starting with the count. 1 pass over the array. First value is 1. We've never seen it, so its count becomes 1. Another 1? Bump it to 2. A third one. Now 3. Next is 2. First time, count 1. Another 2, count 2. Finally, 3, count 1. 1 pass, and we've got the frequency of every value. 1 appeared 3 times, 2 appeared twice, 3 appeared once. That's the easy half, and it's the only pass over the raw data we need. Now the payoff. Take those counts and drop each value into the bucket matching its count. 1 appeared 3 times, so it goes in bucket 3. 2 appeared twice, bucket 2. 3 appeared once, bucket 1. Notice we never compared anything. Each value just fell into its slot. Now read the buckets from the high count end backwards. Start at the top index and walk down. Collect 1 from bucket 3, that's our first answer. Collect 2 from bucket 2, that's our second. We have k equals 2 values, so we stop. The rest of the buckets never even get touched. The answer is 1 and 2. Let's name the cost honestly. Counting is 1 pass, O of n. Filling the buckets touches each distinct value once, also O of n. Scanning the buckets walks at most n slots and stops the moment we've got k, again O of n. add them up, and the whole thing is linear, O of n. We completely removed the n log n sort. The price is space, the count map plus the bucket array, which is O of n extra memory. And for the record, there's a popular alternative using a heap of size k. That's O of n log k. A little slower than this, but lighter on memory. Bucket sort is the one that gets you all the way down to linear time. And here's the shape worth keeping. Don't memorize the code, memorize this. Count the values into a map. Make a bucket array sized n plus 1. For each value and its count, append the value to the bucket at that count. Then walk the buckets from the back, adding values to your answer until it holds k. That's it. The pattern underneath is bigger than this one problem. When your key is a small, bounded integer, indexing by it beats sorting by it. That's bucket sort, and it shows up everywhere. Quick recap. 1. Counting is easy and linear. The trap is sorting afterward, which costs n log n. 2. A count is a small integer no bigger than n, so use it as an index instead of sorting by it. Buckets where the index is the frequency. 3. Walk those buckets from the high end and stop at k, and the whole job is linear time. The deeper lesson? A bounded integer key means you can index instead of sort. Understand it, don't memorize it. That's top k frequent elements. Count, then index by the count instead of sorting. Next up, product of array except self, where two clever sweeps replace dividing. This is unwrote. Understand it, don't memorize it.